baffles me to no end. Kevin W. Smith has desecrated the legacy of one of the greatest cartoons of the 80s in He-Man with his Masters of the Universe Revelation sequel. Yet Netflix continues to back this compulsive lying piece of garbage. We all know he's a hypocrite. I've called him out. And even some guys I subscribe to, who are devoted comic book, anime, video game, and film buffs and journalists have called him out. I'm out here on YouTube. So tell me, Netflix, are you really so delusionally dense to back this kind of garbage again? I mean, bad enough, in my opinion, when you back DreamWorks' LGBTQT propaganda piece in She-Ra in 2018. But this, and backing a compulsive liar like Kevin W. Smith, takes the damn cake. I mean, the only thing I've even bothered to watch that came out of Netflix recently was the Castlevania anime that Frederator Corporation, the Butch Hartman studio that produced shows like Tough Puppy, Fairly Odd Parents, and Danny Phantom. Let's face it, Tough Puppy was garbage. Fairly Odd Parents was on for way too long, and it got stagnant before the plug was finally pulled on it. And Danny Phantom was killed off way too soon. Yeah, between those three, I say Danny Phantom was the best. That being said, why do you assholes at Netflix support this guy? Oh wait, I forgot. You're part of the media cabal. You want to push this LGBTQT crap to divide the country. But in doing so, you've actually caused the opposite. A unity within the fan base. A unity that wants to preserve the purity of what He-Man and the Masters of the Universe represent. And I mean a purity of what he represented in all of its incarnations, and prior to this crap heap, all across the board. OG 83. 87 live action film, for better or worse. 89 to 90 sequel series, again, for better or worse. 2002 to 2004 remake. Comics. Every one of us who love this franchise, both the casuals and the diehards, did not want this incarnation. Under the command of a hypocrite who passes himself off as a comic book nerd when he knew nothing about He-Man. It's the same thing with the guy who put Thundercats Roar together. He bastardized it by making it too childlike, too meta. And made it just grotesque to look at. Basically, a mocking insult of the Thundercats. And Smith has made a mocking insult of He-Man with what he's done. And Kevin Smith, it may be by the power of Grayskull, but it's not that you can say I have the power. It's the fans who say, not I, but we have the power! And sure, the media shills may love this, but the fans, the people who grew up with He-Man in every one of his incarnations, do not. Woe to you, Kevin W. Smith and Netflix, you hypocrites. You're a whitewashed tomb, which looks beautiful on the outside, but inside it's full of dead men's bones and all forms of corruption. Snakes, brood of vipers. How many of you hope to escape being condemned to hell for this treachery? You want to keep backing their Kevin Smith's lies, Netflix? Fine, I'm not going to stop you. I'll just wait and see you assholes have this crap blow up in your face. I mean, you already got some shit with cuties last year. But wait and see what kind of consequences you're going to have to suffer when people come knocking at the door, wanting to break it down and lynch your executives and take it over. And purify the app, the business, by getting rid of any and all political agenda media, you pieces. Many of which were classic franchises that were bastardized for these purposes. Toxic femininity. That's what Masters of the Universe Revelation is to me. We've heard of toxic masculinity, but there is such a thing as toxic femininity. What does that mean? It's when a woman decides she's had enough and she's going, in my opinion, it's when a woman says she's had enough of being the docile, tranquil woman and trope and decides to say, fuck this, I'm gonna be the strong woman trope, I'm gonna bully the men, until I get what I want. Alright, make men feel inferior for the sake of my own, of justifying, hiding my own insecurities. That is what toxic femininity is. Toxicity in terms of gender, it goes both fucking ways. The only problem is, the media wants to just push toxic masculinity. There should be a media piece that pushes against toxic femininity. Let's see how you like it when the shoe is on the other foot. Individuals like Brie Larson, the bitch who's playing Tila in this Masters of the Universe crap heap. Simone Biles, who sold out to the Olympic cause. The strong woman archetype, it's not a strong woman at all. Or the way it's portrayed, that's weakness. Leave a comment, share this rant on social media, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Mets2128 signing out. By the power of Grayskull, we, the fans, have the power. Goodbye. Good night. Bang!